With us in the studio is Richard Salgado, and he's with Coastal Advisors, LLC. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you are an insurance advisor as opposed to a financial advisor.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so tell us about that.
Well, what we do on a day-to-day basis, myself, my brother, and we just added a new member to our family yesterday. And we sit down and we help people analyze their insurance needs. And if they have, if they're currently holding insurance, we come in and we review it, and we make recommendations on what we think they should have and how to get what they need.
Now, you're uniquely qualified to do this because you ran into a challenge in your life. Can we go backwards a little bit and then we'll go forward?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Obviously, it's well documented now all over the place that this lovely scar I have on my head is from an aneurysm. And I was fortunate enough to discover it before it popped. And North Shore, Long Island Jewish Hospital, Neurological Center, they did a great job in keeping me standing, and I'm sitting here in front of you because of them.
Now, being a former pro ball player, how does that also play into making sure that people are safe and have insurances in place?
Well, what happens is, all these professional athletes, they have this, Tarzan mentality where they feel that they're invincible. And what we kind of do is we explain to them, it doesn't work that way. There's a guy upstairs and he tells you when it's your day to go. And, sometimes sickness or disease comes in my case. And if you're not prepared for those challenges, there's going to be issues, whether you become disabled or you pass away. If you don't have all your bases covered, then the people that you're leaving behind or the people that aren't able to continue to lead the lifestyle that they're living because of that the money earner, you got to make sure you have all your bases covered.
Yeah, it's like adding insult to injury. It's bad enough when somebody passes away or becomes disabled, but then because of that, financially, you have a family in financial ruins, it just complicates things just horrendously.
Yeah, absolutely.
I lost a spouse to colon cancer, and I'm thankful every day that he had insurance because it allowed us to take care of his kids.
Yep.
So when someone comes to you, how do you determine how much insurance someone needs so that they're not overinsured and not underinsured?
Well, that's a case by case, and what happens is we have two philosophies where we have insurance for need and we also have it for greed. And, there you're getting a little too technical, but everything is a case by case, and we sit down and we say, look, this is what you got, this is what you need, and we sit down on an annual basis with clients to make changes if there need be, because everyone's situation changes every year. One day you could be a guy delivering the newspaper, then the next day you could be the guy who runs the company. So obviously your salary changes, you have kids, you get married, or, and it just goes on and on and on. And if you don't have someone there monitoring and always advising you on those things, something could slip through the cracks.
You have an innate passion for helping people. Did that start when you were a child?
I think it started later on in life because I believe that so many people have helped me in my life, whether it was from high school to college and beyond. I mean, I could sit there and honestly say there's 1,700 names in my phone where I can call somebody, whether they're a client, a friend, an associate. And I'm fortunate enough, one, to be living, and two, to be in a business where you help people. And I'm fortunate enough that everyone knows who I am, and thanks to people like yourself, by me being on your show, and the work that I do on Fox, and some of the the things that I've been highlighted in, those are worldwide publications. So not that many people say, hey, there's Rich Salgado, but the
we
whole
know what they
world
call you,
says
Big
there's
Daddy.
Big Daddy. So it's not a self-imposed nickname. It's given to me, and I'm stuck with it.
Well, and I want to respect you both ways, which is why I introduced you as Rich Salgado. But yes, I do call you Big Daddy. And we just had a wonderful outing because of the charity that you also started. So you help people with your day job, but let's talk about how you've moved that into helping people.
Well, it's funny that there's a gentleman right now that just had surgery about a week ago. and his name is Greg. And he's been emailing me. He was emailing me up till the surgery on how do I get ready, what do I do, you know, da-da-da-da. And basically what I had told him was, I said, look, just, you know what, you're in good hands over there. They're gonna operate you, and every person heals differently. You know, I was fortunate enough that I walked out 6 days later after my surgery. But that doesn't mean that I was up and running laps and, you know, sprinting up and down the block and doing what I was doing. I was just out of the hospital. But I was home, and it honestly took me about 1.5 years really to feel like I just back to my old self. And, you know, as far as the golf outing, I'm in a position where I know a lot of people. And, you know, obviously by the guest list of celebrities that was there.
It was insanely great.
I think, I don't know how I'm gonna outdo myself next year, but we're working on that. And, you know, some of the guests were fortunate enough to meet these people, and, you know, you got to interview, I think, pretty much all of them. You know, I was running around doing what I was doing, but, you know, you talk about giving back and helping, and you know what, we're friends, and that's why I did it. You know, I could sit there and let 100 people come in, and my PR guy, Bob Broderick, would have had a heart attack, right. But we had to limit that to who we wanted to have as far as access and all that. And the whole world saw all these people descend on the Ohika Castle, which is right here in Huntington, and we put on this major event, and we're gonna grow from there. I want it to be bigger and better next year.
And they all love you. I mean, across the board, every single, you know, famous person that was there said, we are here because we love Rich. We want to make a difference. We care about what things matter to him because we care about him. And it just on and on and on. So you're right. I don't think you're going to have any trouble. You know, first of all, congratulations on the money that you raised to help children with brain injuries and to help people that have brain aneurysms and things of that nature. You should. It's wonderful what you did, and it just takes someone like yourself just stepping up to make a difference. And that's really why we have our show. Live It Up is about like trying to empower everyone to just take that step. You know, so what you did is phenomenal, and I will be there every single year that you invite me.
I expect you to be there. It's an open invitation, so in case my brain gets rattled with too many people, you don't need my annual invitation. You just
show up.
Show up, and you know Bob, and you know what you'll know. Obviously, like the whole world will know when the date is, and we're already looking forward to next year because. I may even add a musical act. I got a very, very famous act that's, you know, got wind of everything, and
they're like, "Why didn't you invite me?" Right? That's what's happening.
Here's what. Honestly, we didn't know each other, and then he asked me for a favor, and I said, "Okay, but your favor will be to perform," and we're in the process of making that work, you know, and
you just call it Big Daddy's Golf Outing. Is that
Big
what it's called?
Daddy's Celebrity Golf Classic, and we still have the website up, which is BigDaddyCelebrityGolfClassic.com, and all the videos and all the pictures will be uploaded probably by next week, and we're gonna have a media release with that, and we're gonna also have a media release on me handing the hospital the check that we're gonna give them, and then we're going to go from there.
The work continues. It never stops with you, I know.
No, it never stops. No. It's, you know, next week all NFL training camps open up, so I'll grab my pad and pen and my briefcase, and I'll hit the road there for, you know, 2 or 3 weeks. And we've got a lot of interesting things coming up here in Long Island as well that soon enough we'll be able to share, and you'll definitely know that I'm not going to be the forefront because I don't like to be when it's not something that's really me. If I assist in something, I don't need everybody to know that, hey, you know what, I did something. I get enough attention.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I totally get it. You're there to help others, and it's like a circle.
Yeah.
Everybody's there to help each other. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Please visit us again. I would love to have you on again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Well, you've heard it here. Rich Salgado, also known as Big Daddy. Love this man to pieces. And you can learn more about his wonderful outing if you go to liveituptvshow.com or to his website. Stay tuned for more.